Welcome to the channel where cats are the true stars. Here you'll hear stories filled with comedy, drama, and the kind of chaos only a cat can create. Every tale is told with humor and a touch of irony, because with cats, the unbelievable is just normal. So sit back, relax, and find out what your cat might be plotting right now.
I woke up with a simple mission. Finally organize all my cables, chargers, laptop, external drives, everything. That drawer where I've been stuffing tech since 2018 was starting to develop its own ecosystem. I decided that today would be the day. I'd organize everything, label it, put it in little boxes. A minimalist dream. The cats watched. One sat by the door, tail tapping on the floor like, "And this overtime? Was it approved by us?" The other was lying on my mousepad, looking like the CEO of Chaos Inc. I should have known then, but no. I'm far too optimistic. I opened the drawer and dumped everything onto the floor. To HDMI cables. USB. USB-C. Micro USB, which should honestly be in museums at this point. Chargers. Power banks. Headphones, a full festival of rubber and plastic. The cats froze. 2 seconds of absolute silence. And then they both launched themselves forward as if I had just released 500 dancing mini snakes. One grabbed a cable and sprinted across the living room like it was a stolen trophy. The other chose the most expensive one, my laptop charger cable, and started chewing it with the finesse of an industrial shredder. He looked at me, continued, no shame, no remorse. I grabbed the cable. I grabbed it back with both paws and made that sound. That low growl that means, it's mine now. Fantastic start. I tried to be firm. I placed all the cables into neat boxes. Audio, video, chargers, accessories. Everything tidy. I opened the drawer to put them away. And that's when the younger cat decided that drawer was now his new apartment. He hopped inside, laid down, and spread his paws over the boxes, crushing everything as if blessing my work with chaos. The other cat sat watching like a supervisor with a face that said, "Excellent. Continue the destruction." I removed him from the drawer. He returned. I removed him again. He returned again, 5 times. By the 5th, I accepted that it was no longer a tech drawer. It was residential property. I moved on and turned on my laptop. I needed to transfer backup files from one drive to another. Mistake. Huge mistake. The moment the screen lit up, the feline parkour session began. One ran across the keyboard, typed something cursed, and almost deleted an entire folder. The other lay directly on top of the escape key, as if attempting to cancel my entire digital existence. I tried to move them. One meowed in offense. The other stretched, and of course shut the laptop down with one artistic tap on the power button. At this point, I was talking to myself. Now comes the critical moment. My router sits on a low shelf, and the Ethernet cable runs down behind the furniture, discreet, invisible, at least to humans. While organizing boxes, I heard that sound, the one no mortal ever wants to hear. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I looked. There he was, the older cat, sitting calmly, focused, chewing the internet cable like it was a premium snack. I ran, tripped over an HDMI cable, hit my knee on the furniture. When I reached him, he let go, and with one elegant paw motion, pulled the cable from the router. Internet offline. The other cat looked at the router like she was thinking, "Mission accomplished, boss?" I swear I stood there for 15 seconds, processing the fact that 2 4-kilo creatures had shut down my entire online life. I decided to take a break. breathe, recover. Meanwhile, I had left 2 external hard drives on the table, plugged in, transferring important files. Then I heard a thud. Then another. The cats had decided the drives were new hockey pucks. They pushed them off the table. One landed on the carpet, survived. The other fell on its corner on the floor, did not survive. The worst part? One cat sat on top of the fallen drive and started purring. On top of my data, as if warming it up before destroying it. The final straw came when I attempted to finish the backup. I opened the password manager, typed my master password. Before hitting enter, the younger cat jumped on the keyboard. Result? My password turned into
G4% #C for 5T9E088 per.
My soul left my body. Control Z, Control Z. I saved it, barely. And I realized something. They weren't trying to destroy objects. They were trying to destroy my sanity. After hours of trying to organize everything, the house was full of scattered cables, open boxes, devices on the floor, router crooked. I sat on the sofa, defeated. That's when they both came over. Cone. Sweet. Purring. One curled up on my lap, the other rested his head on my hand. I sighed. So, you're trying to apologize, huh? They closed their eyes. Silence. Peace. Until. Click, click, click. I looked to the side. The cat was trying to open the drawer where I had just stored all of the cables. And I realized the war had only just begun.
And that's the end of another feline adventure full of surprises. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who also has a cat, because we all know these little felines are always plotting their next mischief. See you in the next story.